It's not too visible. It's a little.
Okay. Is it coming? Is it visible now or still not visible? I should share again.
Increase the font or something. Is there a way you can do that?
Font, okay. Don't worry about font, but is my screen visible to you guys?
Yes, I see. It's not really, it's not legible enough, but I see something. Let me get my glasses, please.
Okay, everyone, could you please tell me if it's visible? Hello.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So we have one thing called background script. Okay, in system definition, we have background script. So what and all things we had seen yesterday. Guys, everyone, it's visible right now to everyone.
Yes, yeah, it's visible. How did you go to that screen? I just wanted to
Okay,
see
so
that.
here we in system definition we have this script background. This is called background script.
Okay.
Okay, so when you click here, you will go here. Here you can code. But the only thing, whatever things you will code here, it won't save anywhere.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So screen is visible to everyone, and I am audible clearly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yesterday we had seen the data types, like what is the different data types. So we have string, number, boolean, object. This is how we can declare what is variable. So here we can declare variable using this var keyword. Variable is nothing but for storing any value. You can store different value. Like you can store number, you can store string. If you are writing anything in this single quotation or double quotation, this is called string. In ServiceNow, this single quotation or double quotation both are same thing. Even if you are writing anything in single quotation or you are writing in double quotation, both will be considered as the same. Okay, z is equal to true and false. Like this is the boolean type of variable or boolean data types. This is called array, and when you are writing anything in key and value pair with curly bracket, this is called object. Okay, and if it's big bracket, and if you are storing value like this is called array. And the purpose of this, everything is the variable only. Why this is called like in one variable, if you want to store the multiple values, that is called array. If you want to store the value in key and value pair, that will be the called object. It's simple in layman terms. Okay, we had the type of each type of like number, string, boolean, array, object. These are all things we had seen. Then we had seen arithmetic operator, this plus minus and all this is called arithmetic operators. We had seen some the difference of plus plus and minus minus. These all things we had seen. Then we had seen this assignment operator. This is equal to, plus is equal to, minus is equal to, how it works we had seen. Okay. Then we had seen this comparison operator. What is the difference between is equal to and double is equal to? So we had seen is equal to is mean that is comes under assignment operator. When you want to assign any value to any variable, then you will use this is equal to. But if you are using double is equal to, means you are comparing two things. Here we had seen the example. If you want to compare these things, x is equal to JavaScript, k is equal to JavaScript. This is in single quotation. This is a double quotation. So here I have written one logic. If x is equal to k, you want checking. So that's why here it's a double is equal to. So gs.print both are same. If it's both are not same, it should print both are not same. So when we had run this script, okay, so if I'm running this script from here, if you'll say it will see both are. Okay, maybe I forgot to comment something.
So in ServiceNow, everything is a variable. It recognizes the data type by its own.
It's like data types it recognized its own. You don't have to like C++. It's nothing like when you are declaring variable, you have to give int or char or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, you just have to declare variable. Simple. You can use this var keyword, your variable name, and followed by the value you want to assign. Okay, you don't have to give the data types of variable. Okay, it's simple. How to declare variable? It's simple. The way I have declared here all the variables. Okay,
Okay.
and I've commented everything. Okay, here you can do run script. Can you see it's giving both are same? So I just want to show you, like in our service now this. So see, I've written the same JavaScript, one single quotation, one double quotation. Both are system is considering both as the same thing. Okay. This I'm explaining because in some of other coding language, maybe Java or C++ or something other coding language, the single quotation, double quotation have different meaning. Okay, but in JavaScript here, it has same meaning. Okay, now let's go ahead. So up to comparison operator we had seen. Today, we are will see about logical operators. Okay, so I'm just moving fast, guys, here because it's just basic. I'm just revising you. Okay, I'm not going much deep or detail in these all things. Okay, so just here, if I'll talk about logical operators. So what is logical operators? We have and. Okay, we have or, and we have not. Okay, the way we had seen in comparison operator, this exclamation mark is considered as not. So what is mean by and or? So like whenever you have to check something, like for example, here I've checked something is equal to k. So basically this and or not comes for giving conditions. Okay, how conditions? Uh, okay, I'm writing one code. So where I've declared one variable is equal to, suppose I have written 90. Okay, and where b is equal to 20. Okay, now I'm writing one conditional statement. So if after if you can give condition. So what condition I'm giving? If b greater than, what is greater than, we had already seen in comparison operator, correct? If b greater than 5, and here I'm giving condition and b less than 15, suppose I'm giving less than 15. Okay, so if this condition is true, I want to print something. So yesterday I have told you gs.print. We used to print something here. You don't understand what is gs.print. Okay, but this print method we are using to printing something here. So gs.print, I want to print. I'm commenting all these things. Okay, I want to print b is not equal to 90. Okay, see guys, I've just given something. Okay, just to make you understand what is mean by and how you will use and. So basically here you have given one condition. So if it's a and means it will only print this your statement, what statement you have written, when the both the condition will be satisfied. Means if b, whatever b is in 20, right? So if it's greater than 5 and if it's less than 15, then only it will enter in this condition and it will print for you. If both the conditions, suppose in place of b, um, uh, okay, if it's 20, it will print because it's okay. So both here, if you'll see, both the condition is not satisfied. B is not less than 15, correct? It's greater than 15. So one condition is not matching. So it won't print anything for you. Okay, I'm writing here else part. Else means if this condition is true, it will print this, or it will print gs.print condition is not true. Okay. So let's print. I'm running this script. Okay. Just understand the meaning of and. If it's and means both the condition will be satisfied, then only it will print this part. Else it will print this thing. Okay. So this is the difference between and or. If it's and, then both the conditions should be satisfied. But in place of and, if it were or, then either of this condition, if it is satisfying, then it will get into this if loop and it will print this for you. Else it will print for this. Okay. Let's run here. Here I'm using and means both the conditions should be satisfied. How? B should be greater than 5. So it's at B is 20 means it's greater than 5. So this condition is satisfying. But should be less than 15. But B is not less than 15. It's 20 means it's not less than 15. So this condition is not satisfying. This condition is not satisfying. So it won't enter in this loop and it should print this. Okay, let's run script and see what it's printing. Can you see? Condition is not true. Okay. So if I'm giving now 25 in place of 25, in place of 15, I'm giving 25. So if you'll see now B is greater than 15, it is satisfying, and B is less than 25. Correct, because B is 20. Here you are giving the condition B should be less than 25. Then it should print this B is not equal to 90. Okay. So now since both the conditions are satisfying, it will go in this loop and it will print this. Okay. So I'm running the script this time. Can you see? Since this time both the condition was satisfying, that's why it printed this. B is not equal to 90. Guys, are you understanding what is the mean by and? The simple thing, what is mean by and? If you are writing any logic, this is called logical operator with and. You are giving any condition, then both should be satisfied. Okay. Here, if in place of and, suppose if I'm giving or. Okay. In place of B is not equal to 19, I'm giving one condition is true. So but what is mean by or? If if you are writing in place of and or means either this condition or this condition. In both the condition, if any one condition is true, then it will get into this loop. Else it will go into this loop. Okay. So suppose in place of 15, 25, I'm writing 15. So now B is greater than 5 means this condition is satisfying. But B is not less than 15. Okay, because B is 20, right? So B is not means this condition is not satisfying. So last time it was not printing this, but this time it will print because now you are giving the logical operator or. So when you are giving or, either one condition is satisfying, it will take you into this loop. Okay. So for and both the conditions should be satisfied. For or only one condition should be satisfied. So if I run script now, can you see one condition is true? So one condition is true, and since we have given or condition, so it printed this part. Okay, one condition is true, this part. Guys, understanding? Did you guys understand the difference between and or you guys already know? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
Okay. If you already know, if you want me to skip, just tell me. I should not waste time to explaining and giving you this example. Okay.
No, please go on and explain.
Okay. So this is called logical operator. Same. If you'll give something not thing we have already seen, right? Yesterday we had seen this is not equal to. Okay, we have seen something. But if you want to give some condition which is not equal to something, for example, here in place of these two, if you want to give V
So
is
I have
not
one
equal.
question. In the logical operator, you have two ambers, I mean, two ands, right? Is
Yes.
there an operator with single hand?
I couldn't understand single hand, double hand.
No,
Okay.
there are two pipes. For example, pipe symbol 2, or that
Yeah.
amber, the other. So you don't have single like those are. You have to have two, right? That's the operator.
Yes, yes. Actually, these all are things which are okay. So when you read any language, right, there you read grammar, correct? There are grammar is already decided. Like for example, if you are speaking in English with we, you have to use are, or you have to use the helping verb, which is the plural, correct? So this is already decided. Same way in the coding language, this is already decided. Like for and you have
You
to
need
use
to
this
have this.
symbol.
Got it.
Okay, same for or this symbol. For not, you have to use this symbol. So that's why I'm teaching you. This is kind of grammar. Okay, these all things are like comparison operator, logical these are already decided. You just have to know and you have to use it. You have to apply it.
Got
Okay.
it.
So here, this part I'm commenting this is part. If B is not equal to 20, I want to print this. Okay. Okay, I'm not commenting this. Let me uncomment this. Else it will print this. So B is not equal to 20. B is equal to 20. Okay, so if it's not equal to 20, it will print here. But if it's equal to 20, it will print this side. So in place of B, previously I decided 20, like I've kept the variable 20. This time I'm giving 21 or maybe 15, anything I can give. If it is not equal to 20, if B is not equal to 20, then it will print this one. If it's equal to 20, it will print this part. Okay. So if I'm giving run script, okay. Now if I'll run the code, okay, something. Something is wrong. Yeah, this one. What mistake is I'm doing? Okay, the first mistake is I have written single B. Okay, guys. So understand one more thing. This code is not that important, but here if you'll see, whenever you will writing any variable, like this is the variable, B is the variable, right? So whenever you are writing the variable, you don't have to write in single quotation. In ServiceNow, if you're not in ServiceNow, it's a general, but I will tell you as a ServiceNow. Here I'm writing B, right? So in place of B, since B is the variable, so I won't write in single quotation or double quotation. I will write it simple and I will use this plus, and this part I will use in the single quotation because B is the variable. So whenever is there an whenever you are declaring any variable, that variable won't be written in strings. Okay. So here I'm also giving plus, and here I'm giving space. Okay. Here also B plus plus just 1 minute, guys. Okay, sorry. What is happening? Okay, can you see? This time it came 15 is not equal to 20. Can you see what mistake I was making? I was leaving. Okay, so the point is here. Okay, where it gone? Should have copied. So I came back, it went. Comparison operator, what I'd given, logical operator. Guys, did you understand that? Hello, please say yes
Guna,
or no.
I understood completely. I understood why it was not executing properly also. So I understood this part. I know about logical operators.
Yes. Anyone else have any? See, the point is, yeah, first thing we have to be very careful while writing the code. If you'll miss a single quotation or double quotation or this semicolon, if it will be the small mistake, it won't work. Okay, then you have to debug it the way like just now I debug it, right? Same way you have to check, and first thing you have to write properly. Since I'm uh, I was doing fast, so I did not observe. But this is one thing. And the second thing, what I taught, when you are declaring any variable that won't come into single string. For example, this is the normal sentence I've written. So this I've written in strings. Okay, but if I have to use the variable, then variable you can't use in the single quotation or double quotation. Okay, variable we don't write in strings. This you guys understood or no?
I am clear, Guna.
Okay, so this is one thing. Everyone, if anyone else have any doubt, let me know. If you want me to not explain all these things, I can directly go ahead with the ServiceNow scripting. Okay, I'm doing this for you guys. So please respond. If you don't want to cover all these things, I can directly jump into the ServiceNow scripting, which I'm trying to this finish today. This from tomorrow definitely will start the ServiceNow scripting, but this is also ServiceNow scripting. If you don't want me to cover the basics, just let me know. We'll jump into directly into the ServiceNow.
Please, I need the basics.
Yeah, so please respond, guys. Okay, please
Okay.
respond and say yes or no. Then only I will understand. Otherwise, if I feel like because this is the kind of things most of the people know. Okay, I'm not teaching any rocket science. Okay, so let me just cover this very basic thing. So one things I've told you how to declare variable, how you can't write this variable in the single quotation or double quotation. Okay, let me give you some little bit about array. So the array I have already told you to store the multiple values. Okay, and array, this also I have told you, these all things are nothing but a variable. If you want to store multiple values, you store in array. For example, here I'm taking one variable called j. I hope I have not. So this is a bracket, and suppose here I'm giving employee 1 and employee 2 and employee 3. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm storing the multiple values in single variable. So this is called array. Now the point is how you will access the array. Okay, so for accessing the array, it's a simple. You have to just, for example, j is the variable, right? So I'm writing gs.print, and I want to suppose I want to print this employee 2. So how will I access this j variable employee 2? So for that, I have to write j and this big bracket. Okay, this big bracket. See how you count in the array. It's here in the array there is a position. Like this is the 0th position. This is the first position. This is the second position. Okay, let me write it. This is called 0th position. This is first position and this is second position. So how can you want to print the second position, right? So you have to write j and then this big bracket, and here you have to give the position. So you want to print the value of first position. So here you have to give 1. So when you will give this, and since your sentence is completed, so this semicolon. Okay, so gs.print, what I'm printing, this j array first position value. So it should give us imp2. Here I'm just commenting this. Okay, and if I'm running the screen, say it should print employee 2. Okay, अरे यार Did I copy or did I not copy this time also? Control A, Control C. Yeah, because of this line, this time it did not run. If you'll write anything unnecessary in this coding page, it won't work. For example, this line, I've written this to make you guys understand, but this is not code, right? So this is producing the error. This time it should print. Uh, so what I'm doing, what and all things I'm keeping just to keep notes. So these all things I'm keeping so that I don't keep unnecessary things in coding page. Okay. And I'm only taking these things in the code editor. It's not printing. Mm. Okay, I'm doing this way. I'm taking one another variable called x is equal to ja and zeroth. Okay, and then I'm printing x. Mm, See, this time it printed. Maybe I was doing some space issue. So I was giving in between two values. Okay, this time also I'm giving the same thing. So see guys, even a small like if you'll make a small space issue, which you won't be able to see, that will become the issue. Okay. So when you are writing the code, be careful. Even one space, one comma, one semicolon, it will give the error. This time I'm printing this first position, it should print. Can you see this time it print? So maybe I was giving space, but it was not visible to me. Okay. If I want to print this, okay, this is employee 3. If I want to print employee 3, I can give this is the second position value. Okay, I did nothing. I'm just accessing the value from this array and I'm storing in this one variable called x and then I'm printing this x. Okay, this time I want to print this second position value, employee 3. So what I did, I take j and given the position, which position value I want to print. Okay, so it's j2. If I'm running this code, it's employee 3. Okay, guys, did you understand? Uh, Please say
That's
yes
fine.
or no.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then second thing I want to tell you, we have some conditional statements. Okay. So what are all conditional statements, which I had previously used also, like we have this if. Okay. We have if along with else, and we had seen this, how to use this if and else. Okay. we have else if, okay, and then we have switch. So these all are things called conditional statement. Okay, we had just seen this if else and some these all things code, right? So since I have to complete it as soon as possible, so I'm not going much deep. But if you'll see here, we had seen right if. So how it will give, like, you will write if here. You have to use this bracket and you have to give the condition here. Okay, here you have to give condition and then curly bracket will open and here you can run your code. If this condition is satisfied, this line of code will run. Okay, else it will run this. If this condition is not satisfying, then it won't enter into this loop. It will go into this loop, this else part, and this line of code will execute. It's simple. This is the if else. Okay. Now, how's the else if will work? So here, if you'll see, you have only two options. Either if it's satisfied, it will come here. If it doesn't satisfy, it will go down. Correct. But if you suppose if in between you want to give some more condition, so here you can use else if. Okay, and you can give here the condition, one more condition. Suppose here you can give x greater than k. Okay, something like that. So if condition is true, here it will come. If this condition is not satisfying, it will check for this condition. If this condition is satisfying, it will come here. And if this condition is also not satisfying, then here you can give else part. Okay, this curly bracket, and here you can write, give some code. Guys, understanding? When we'll go, I will maybe when I'm teaching, I will explain you. But here I just want to revise things. So I hope you understand what is the save, fill, else if.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not spending much time here. These all things are very basics. I want to explain switch condition, but let that be. If like when we are learning, if it comes, I will explain you, or maybe I explain you later. But let me give you at least syntax of switch because I won't feel content. Okay, so it's a simple switch. How it works, like the way I have given you this if else and else if, this syntax I have given, right? Same way I'm just giving you this switch syntax. Okay, so here it will come switch. Here you can give expression. Okay, and then this curly bracket will open, and inside this you have to write the cases. Okay, so suppose this is the case A. So like this, if case A, then here you have to write some code. Okay, here you can give one syntax called break. This is guys syntax. Okay, I'm teaching syntax, nothing else. Syntax you have to know to use in your code. Okay, so I'm just revising you the syntax only. I'm not doing anything, any rocket science. I'm just teaching you grammar. Okay, so here some case B will come. Okay, and again, if case B is satisfied, this you have to write this code, like this code will execute. And again, here you can give this break. If not case A, not case B, then here one thing will come as a default. Okay. Guys, do you want me to give the example of the switch expression once to explain you the syntax, or the syntax is fine?
That will help. Give example.
Okay. Okay. So suppose I'm taking one thing called where A is equal to, suppose I'm giving 3. Okay. Now I'm taking switch conditional statement. So, okay, switch what I'm giving here A. Okay, this is my expression. Now, as per the syntax, curly bracket open, and inside this curly bracket, what I'm giving, if case, okay, I'm giving 1. Okay, if case 1, then it will print. I'm writing my code. What it should print, gs.print. Okay, let me start from 0. If it's 0, I want to print gs.print Sunday. Okay. Then I'm doing break. Like, why is this break? Like if it is printing Sunday, then my code should stop here. Okay. It should not go for other cases. So this is case 0. Now, if I'll go with case 1, okay, like in place of 3, if a value will be 1, okay, if a value will be 1, then what I want to print, gs dot print Monday. Okay, then here break, like if it's printing Monday, then it should like the break is for stop. Okay, then case like if a's value is 2. Okay, so this is my second case. What I want to print, gs dot print Tuesday. Okay, now suppose if a value is neither 0 nor 1 nor 2, so here also you can give break. Okay, so if it's neither a b or anything, so you can give on default value. I'm not taking complete Sunday Monday all 7 days, I'm just giving you example. You can default, and default what it will print, gs dot print no day, means if a value is neither 0 1 or 2, so it will print no day. Okay, here you can give this and you can close your curly bracket. Okay, so guys, it's a simple. Here you have taken one variable called a, which value is 3 currently. You can change it variable's value. Now you are giving one switch expression, and here you are taking this expression is a. Now your case is depends on this a. If a value is 0, your code, this line will code will print. If your a's value is 1, this line of code will print. If a value is 2, this will print. If a value is neither 0 1 or 2, so it will print this default value, which is it will call no day. Okay, understanding guys? Now suppose a value, okay, a value have taken 3, right? I'm just commenting all these things. So a value have taken 3, so it's neither 0 nor 1 nor 2, so it should print default value no day. Let's run and see if it's working. Let me copy. So run script. Okay. What I'm missing?
Guna, I think it will be colon after 0, not semicolon.
Yes, thanks Ivani. Correct. Okay, like this small things you have to, in keyboard I have to press shift now for this. That's why. Okay, so now it should work. Can you see it's printing no day? Now if we'll go back, and in place of a I'm taking 2. So now 2 means what it should print. If a value is 2, what it should print? Can anyone reply?
Case 2 or what?
Yes, correct, Tuesday. Okay, can you see it's Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys understand this switch expression and switch syntax? I'm just want you guys to make like, what is this syntax? Okay, this is one thing. Second thing, I have to finish this basic things today only. Next thing I want to tell you about the function. Okay, so how to create a function? Okay, first thing, not create a function. First thing, what is the function? Okay. So function is nothing but a reusable code. Okay, I'm just telling you very normal, very layman terms and very layman language. Okay, so what is the function? Function is nothing but reusable code. Like what? Okay, so in calculator, you guys give some value, right? For example, if you want to multiply something, so what you do, you'll just give two values, what you want to multiply, then you press something, and it gives you the value. Okay, something like that I want to create here. Okay, so how you will create? What is the function? Just try to understand. I will give you the basic example. So first I'm telling you how to create a function. Okay, so in ServiceNow in JavaScript for creating function, or I'm talking about the ServiceNow, you have to write the keyword function. The way for creating a variable, you have to give a keyword var. Same way for creating a function, you have to give a keyword function. Okay, after giving keyword function, you have to give function name. Okay, so I'm writing like this. Okay, see guys, one more thing in ServiceNow you will see a lot. See, first thing I have written function in normal, but when I'm writing this name, I have given this in capital. Okay, so what is the way of writing? What is this way of writing? Okay, so this way of writing is called camel case. Okay, it's like camel. I can't show you the camel, but if you'll see the middle part of camel is like curve shape, right? So it's like this. These all are small. In between the one thing is capital. Okay, so this way of writing is called camel case. This also you will get a lot in the service now. Okay, so function, you have to give the function name. Okay, here you can give some parameters. What is parameter? When I will give example, you will understand. I'm telling you the syntax. Then you have to give the curly brackets, and then here you have to write the code. Okay. And after writing the code, that's it. Your function is created. Now, how you will call the function? So you have to give the function name. So this is suppose your function name and this bracket. Your function, and if you are using this parameter, you have to give this parameter also, A and B. So see, you can create function two ways. Either you have to give this, you can give this parameter name, or you can't give this parameter name. If when you are creating the function, if you are not giving any parameter here, so when you are calling the function at that time, you don't have to give this parameter. But if you are creating a function with parameter, you have to give the parameter. Okay. Now I'm just giving, I've told you the syntax. See guys, if you don't understand anything and if I'm going fast, just let me know immediately. Okay, just don't stay silent. Okay, since these all things are very basic, that's why I'm going little fast. But if you're not understanding anything, just let me know immediately.
So
Okay.
we can use the built-in functions of ServiceNow. There would be built-in functions of ServiceNow, right? So we can use them in our code also.
Yes, actually that is what we have. Okay, that is not called functions, that will be called methods. Okay,
Methods.
there's little bit difference between function and method, which I'm gonna tell you. So these are
Mhm.
all things methods in ServiceNow. That's why ServiceNow is very important. That's why I'm teaching you these all things basic. If you know the basic for all the things, you have already have the predefined methods, right? You just have to
Mhm.
use the methods. Okay, but only thing you should know these basic things. You know what is variable, you know what is array, because then only you can apply your logic, right?
Yeah.
Here you have already thing predefined. The only thing you have to apply the logic. So for applying the logic, you know this grammar. That's why I'm teaching. Okay,
Okay.
so that's why I'm teaching you the basic things. Okay, so this function, how to create this function, you guys know, right? Function name followed by this parameter. Either you can give parameter, you can't give parameter. It depends on your situation. Okay, for example, suppose I'm creating a basic functions without parameter. Okay, there are also one function called self evoke function. Okay, so okay, one more thing I will do with function, there is one keyword called return comes. Okay, so you can write your code and then what you want to return from your function, you can use this return keyword as well. Okay, so for example, if you want to, you have written some code and then want to what you want to return, so for that you have this return keyword. Okay, we'll see how to use, but the function, this return keyword also comes. Okay, and whatever things you will return, this function will return the same thing. Okay, so this is a syntax, you just understand the syntax. Now I'm going to give the example. This I have told you. Okay, so these all are the functions, these all are the function expressions. Okay, now uh, what else I can tell you in the function before I give example. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, So two ways of creating function, you guys understand, right? With parameter, without parameter. There is one more function called self invoke function. Means if you'll see, if you'll create function this way, this function name, parameter, code, return, if you're creating function this way, you have to call that function. How to call this function? This I have to teach you, right? Yeah, let me write. Call the function. Okay. Now, what is a self-invoke function? Self-invoke function is nothing. This is also on syntax only. You have to write this way. So this self-invoke function, you don't have to call. It will be called automatically. Okay. So maybe somewhere you will get this. So just that's why I'm giving just little bit thumbs up. So here, if you'll give, it will also create it the same way. The only thing you don't have to call this. It will be called automatically. So this is the syntax. If you'll see, if you are creating normal function, you don't create with this bracket here. But this self-invoke function, you are creating with the bracket. Okay, function. Spelling CTION. Okay. Then function bracket, and then again the same thing. Here you can write your code. Okay. And then the only thing, this bracket is starting from here. Okay. This bracket won't come. It is starting from here. Then you will, this red bracket, you will end here. Okay. Like this. And then again, you have to use like this and this. So this is, if you are writing any function with this syntax, this is called self-invoke functions, and you don't have to call it. Okay. Guys, are you understanding or not? Guys, yes or no? If I'm going
We're
fast,
following.
please let me know.
Yes,
No,
yes,
we're
yes.
following.
It's a
So
simple syntax only. I'm just, yeah, Sivani.
no, I said yes. I understood this part.
Okay, so I'm just telling you the syntax. If anyone is not understanding, or if you feel I'm going fast, let me know. I am also considering I'm going fast because these all things are very basic. I'm just revising you guys. Okay. I don't want to spend much time. Okay, let's see example. Okay. I have to finish it today. This is my, so we still have some time. So see the example. Okay, so now I'm creating the normal function. Okay, so suppose I'm creating one function called person. Okay, so what, can anyone tell me how can I create one function called person? Okay, so let me create function, then function keyword, then you have to give the function name. So here function name I'm giving person. I'm creating one function called person. And then here I'm giving one parameter or leave. I'm not giving any parameter. I'm just creating simple without parameter. Okay. And what I'm writing here code, whenever I call this person function, I want this value to return gs.print. Gs.print what I can return. Okay. I want this is service now. Okay. So this code I have written. Okay. Now every time, whenever I want this like wherever now I need this thing, this is service now. If whenever I want to use this value, this is service now, this sentence, in place of writing this sentence every time, what I can do, I can simply call this person function. Are you guys understanding? For
Yes.
example, if I'm calling this person function now, okay, person. Since this person function I've created without parameter, so that's why I'm calling this function without parameter. Okay. I hope everything up is uh, commented. No, this part is not commented. Let me comment this. If I'm running the script, can you see? It is giving this is service now. So this is the one example. So this is called function. When in place of you, if there is something which you want to use multiple times, in place of doing that again and again, what you can do, you can simply create one function and then you can use that function everywhere. You don't have to write this complete sentence each and every time you want this sentence. Okay, you can use it anywhere. Guys, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, now let's create one another function for multiplying. Okay, you will understand the parameter. You have to think. Okay, now I want to create one calculator type of thing. Okay, so mm, suppose, okay, so I'm creating one function. Can anyone tell me fast like how to create multiply function? Okay, don't tell me, otherwise it will take time. I'm creating one function called multiply. Okay, so when you are creating a multiply, here you have to think, here you have to apply your logic. So if you want to multiply something, obviously for multiplying you need two values, right? So those two values you have to define here. So this is called parameter. Okay, this a and b is called parameter. What is the parameter? When you will call this multiply function, you have to tell system what is the two value you want to multiply. Correct. So those two value will come here in the parameters. Are you guys understanding what is this a and b and what is the parameter? What is the actual meaning of this parameter? Correct. Now I've created one function called multiply, and then what I'm doing return. I've told you with function return keywords comes what I want to return. I want to return A into B. What is into? I've already told you in arithmetic operators, correct? So now I've created one function called multiply. When you will call this multiply, whatever the value will give inside this while calling this function multiply, what it will return, whatever the value will give, it will multiply those values. Okay, so let's see. Now let's call. I'm calling on this function multiply. Okay, and here you have to give parameter. Now you are calling this function, so you have to give the parameter. So what parameter you will give? Suppose I want to multiply 5 and 4. So I'm giving 5 and 4 in place of a 5, in place of b 4. So what this multiply function will come? It will return you a into b, means whatever you are giving in place of a and b, it will multiply you, because this is how you have defined the function. Okay, now let's run. Can you guys tell me what should be the output? Guys, you are calling this multiply function. What will be the output? Can anyone tell me?
20,
20.
20.
20. The point is here it won't print. It won't show you. I'm running the script. Okay. Can you see? Nothing is visible.
Hmm.
You know why nothing is visible? Because
We,
it is multiplying.
we are not
It is
printing it.
yes, we are not printing it.
Oh, we're not
Okay,
It's
so
printing it.
recording the video.
here you have to give gs.print. Then previously also it was giving you 20 only, but it is not printing in the system. It was not visible to you. This time since you did gs.print, so when you will run the script, it is giving you 20.
Mhm.
Okay. Same way in place of 5 and 4, you can give any value. So uh, this is called functions. Guys, do you understand what is parameter, what is function? I'm not giving much examples. Okay. Shall I
Yeah.
go ahead? Is it enough?
Okay.
Yes.
See here, okay, if I want to give some more example, I can give. The only thing here you can write any code. Okay. Uh, 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 shall I give you more example or shall I leave it? What shall I do? Mm, 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 mm. Guys, do you want more example?
I hope there would be more there when you would actually be doing the scripting of ServiceNow. We would be creating more functions there, right?
Correct. Yes, we'll be creating. So not more functions. There will be few things you will be already there. Okay, I'm going ahead. Maybe I think you guys have understood this, right? Now you have understood the point here, js.print only. This js.print is only works in the background script. Okay, when you are exactly using, like when you are doing the real scripting, there you won't use this js.print. Okay. Okay, I hope you guys have understood how to create function, what is parameter, what is the return keyword, how it returns, how it works. Okay, I am not wasting much time here. Let's go further. Maybe when we'll do scripting, at that time you will understand. Okay, so what else? Yeah, the last thing I'm gonna tell you, uh, not last thing. Okay, let me tell you the loops. So what is loops? So we have a different types of loops. Okay, so how can I explain you what is the loops? Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So first let me tell you the some loops. So we have this for loop, we have while loop, okay, and we have something called do while also. Okay, these all are things called loops. Okay. So suppose if I'm giving example of for loop. So mm, 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 mm. So I'm giving the syntax for loop. So how I will give, you will use this for here. You have to give your condition, whatever condition you want to give. Okay. And then this will open and here you can write your code. Okay. For example, see, one most important things I want to teach you guys, that is the object. This little bit, that object only will be my last thing which I want to tell you. Loop also I'm telling you, for example, this for loop. So for example, this for, I'm giving here some condition. Okay, just try to understand. I'm taking one variable called I is equal to 0. Okay. So I is equal to 0. Then I want to print I less than 5. Okay. Or less than equal to 5. What is less than equal to 5? Now you guys are aware. Okay. And then what I'm doing, I plus plus, these all things you know. So here basically I've given three conditions. So here in this you can give the condition like S1, S2, S3. Like this you can give multiple condition here. Okay. So then this curly bracket open, and what I'm doing gs dot print I'm printing I. Okay. See what will happen. So you have given the condition. This is the for. Here you have given three condition. So this semicolon means semicolon is nothing but this condition is done. Then you are giving the second condition. You are giving the third condition. This is way of giving condition for for. You could have given one condition also. You could have either given one condition, but here I have given three condition. Followed by semicolon means its system is understanding. This is the different sentence. This is the different sentence. This is the different sentence. So what is this condition? I'm taking the value. I'm taking one variable called I. Initial value I have given 0. Now the second condition I'm giving, I should be less than 5. This is my second condition. And what I'm giving here, I plus plus. So what it will do? It will, if your I value is 0, so initially I value is 0, right? So this statement, this condition is satisfying. So it will come into this loop and this will print for you. So what it will print you 0. Then again it will enter, it has printed you 0. Okay. And then you are increasing the value. So now you are doing I plus plus. So initial value was 0, but when it reaches here, now it increased the I value from 1. So now I become 1. So now I value is 1, but I value is still less than 5, means this condition is satisfying. So it will again print for you. So what it will print now, I value is 1. So it will print 1. And then this condition is what it is doing. It is increasing value. So now I value is plus plus. So it was 1. So plus plus means now it becomes 2. So same way this loop will go. How long this loop will work like this? Until unless I value is less than or equal to 5. Once I value will become 6, this loop will stop. Guys, did you understand? I'm just giving little bit things. If you'll see this print, what it will print you 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's run the script. Can you see it print 0, then it print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in place of giving multiple, condition, for example, if I want to print this 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the problem of explaining basic. I go very deep. See, if you won't use this loop, right? If you want to print this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what you have to do? You have to go manually. If you'll start doing manually, you have to take one variable where a is equal to 1. Correct. Then you have to do where you have to write so many lines of code. Can you see? 2. Then where c is equal to 3. Then you have to print all those variables. Since you want to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, you have to print gs dot print a. Then it will print for you 1. Then again, you have to do gs dot print b. Are you guys understanding? So like this, you have to write so many lines of code. Okay, and if you are writing so many lines of code, it's not correct way because it will take a lot of space. So there is one thing called time complexity, space complexity. It comes, you don't have to go into this, but your main concept should be you are the good coder when you are writing code in less and less line. So it should take less time and also it will execute fast. If you are taking lot of space and lot of things, it will execute slow. Okay, so in place of writing this many lines for printing 1, 2, 3, 4, if you are using this loop condition, you just have to write this 3 line and it will print you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the things you have just given here, you have just given the condition, and based on this condition, it is printing you this I value. Guys, are you understanding a little bit? What is this loops? So same way we have for, actually if is also one loop. In our service now we use this if also. So this is the one thing. Okay. While also you are going to use, if you remember, while is also on a loop. So what is the syntax for while? It's a simple. You have to give while, you have to give some condition here. Okay. As long as this condition is true, every time your code will execute. I'm not giving example. But anyway, example you will see when we'll see the real time. Okay, these all things don't worry. When the real things will start, there also I will explain you. But here you just know the at least you should know the uh, syntax of all these things. Same way we have a do while. Do while is nothing. So here while is like if condition is true, then only it will execute. If you are using do while, so this syntax is like this. Do means whatever code you will write in do, it will execute for once. Okay. And while is the same. You have to give some condition. If the condition is satisfied, then this line of code will execute. Okay. So if you are using simple while, what is happening? If condition is true, then your code will execute. But in do while, this line will definitely execute. This line will definitely execute. Then this line will only execute if condition is true. Guys, are you understanding the syntaxes a little bit?
Yes.
Please say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. So I think most important things, these all things I have told you. Okay. Now one most important things is pending object, which I will take tomorrow. So first 15 or 20 minutes, I will complete the object because object is very important because this is the coding which you are learning is the kinds of object. This is also called OOB, object oriented programming language. Correct. Oops concept you guys have must heard. So this object is very important for me to explain you. Okay, so just little bit I will explain you this object regarding the service now, and then we'll go for our real thing. Okay, real scripting, and we'll start this service now things. Okay. Do you guys have any doubt, any question so far what we have discussed today? If anything, please ask. Any question, any doubt? If anything you did not understand, please let me know.
Can they make the recording earlier for us so we can go over this?
Yeah, you can message in the same group. If organizer will give you, they will provide you. Okay.
Okay.
Other than this video, do you have any question, this technical thing? No?
Are we
Okay,
gonna
guys,
be
then we'll meet. Yeah, yeah.
are we gonna be
Yes, yes.
using team? Are we gonna be using team now because this is on team?
Sorry.
Are we gonna be using team for the class now?
Teams for a class. You have to join
Yeah.
this way only, right? The way you are using, the way you are joining
Okay.
is it will be the same procedure.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. Mhm.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, at same time.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.